guys, hope you are all good and welcome back to the YouTube. Today I thought I would do a little bit of an update on the mini cut. It's been a good few weeks now since it's finished, maybe like 4 weeks or so. I did share a lot of it on my Instagram and had a few comments around like kind of the scale weight side of things, because if you have followed the mini cut journey, you'll have seen that actually the scale weight didn't really change much at all. So I thought it would be good to just sit down and just basically wrap up a little bit about the mini cut and what happened on the mini cut. And also I have filmed a full day of eating already from a couple of days back, just to show you my food post mini cut, where we're at. It is actually 9 weeks today until I start my prep for 2023, which I can't believe. I just feel like this year has completely flown, and it will have been, by the time I actually start prep, it will have been like over a year since I last got on stage, which is just completely flown, which is mad. So yeah, essentially we've got 9 weeks until prep starts. Can't believe I'm saying that. And it's going to be a 20-week prep leading into the British finals, the PCA British, which I'm doing the pro figure show in October, and then there's another 5 weeks to go until the Worlds, which is in Spain, which is super exciting. So I'm going to be flying to Spain. Yeah, mad. So essentially, I'm going to show you my food. It has been upped a couple of times since we've come off the back of the mini cut. So essentially, I've got a meal plan, a training day and a rest day. I'm going to show you my training day. What's basically happened is I've got like my base meal plan, and then Dan has basically added like 3 calories. We're now up to like 550 free calories on a rest day and 450 free calories on a training day on top of my meal plan. So yeah, I'm basically going to show you what I eat in a day. It does change a little bit day to day, but this is just going to be a little example. Obviously it is pretty similar because I follow a meal plan because it makes life easier, but my free calories I tend to just change up based on what I fancy. So yeah, already filmed. The only thing I haven't filmed, because my camera died the other day, is I haven't filmed my last meal before I go to bed, so I'm going to show you that later on today. It is currently 11 o'clock and yeah, I'm just about to go and train. So that's pretty much where things are at. So I'm going to show you my full day of food. We'll go through that. I'll film my last meal, and then I will do a little bit of an update on what happened on the mini cut. So this is some chicken that I made earlier. So what I tend to do is I'll just batch cook my chicken and put it in the fridge, and then it's super easy when I get to this meal. I can just heat it up. So I'm just going to make my next meal. This is not actually my pre-workout because I've got to take Denzel to the vets for his little vaccine. So I'm going to have this, take him to the vets, and then come back and have my pre-workout. Basically, I've got some chicken, I've got bagel, sesame, the best, pre-sliced, of course, please. And then I'm going to basically make some salad, put the salad together. This is the seasoning I use, and it is literally the best chicken seasoning. Let me get this. Rotisserie chicken seasoning, and it's so nice. So I've just basically pan fried this yesterday. I made like 5 servings, so that'll last me a week. The next meal. So this is my second meal. So we've got a sesame bagel, some lightest Philadelphia, some chicken and salad. Basically, that's the meal. So I'm going to eat this. I've just been doing some check-ins this morning, so I'll carry on doing this. I'm going to take my dog to the vets, and then I'm going to come back, have my next meal, and then go and train pull. So yeah, I'm just going to do a bit of work, and I'll eat this while I'm doing work. Okay, so it is now 1:30. I've just got back from the vets. the very needy puppy, and I'm just gonna make another coffee, but I feel like I need to share this because it's definitely gonna feature in today's full day of eating. It is called Walter the puppy, and it is a chocolate sausage dog. So I feel like Walter's head may be being eaten today. So watch out. Okay, so the Weetabix is in the microwave. This is my pre-workout. So I've got full Weetabix, some almond milk and a banana, and also 25 grams of whey. So I've been using the Perform salted caramel whey. I feel like I also need to share this because I've been having this on my yogurt at night as my like 3 calories, and it is the best thing in the world. The Crunchy Nut granola, the clusters are also so good, but it is incredible. You have to really watch portion size because it's got a lot of calories in. But so I poured a bowl the other day expecting it to have like maybe 200 calories in, and it was literally like 500 calories, so I had to pour back out of the bowl. But anyway, it's amazing. So I've been having this, which is incredible. I think granola is literally my favourite thing ever. So yeah, I'm just about to have my pre-workout. I've got like a few admin jobs I need to do today, so I've just finishing work off, and then I'm gonna go and do these jobs. I need to get the car cleaned, I need to put some petrol in the car, I need to go and take some parcels to the post office. So I'm gonna go and do these jobs, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. I think I'm gonna do the jobs first because otherwise I'll be in the gym thinking, oh my god, I've got so many jobs to do. So I think I'm gonna go finish some work, eat my pre, go and get my jobs done, and then go to the gym and train pull. This is the whey, Perform salted caramel. I got all my whey from Stubbs. Give it a good old mix. Okay, so we've got this. This, in my opinion, is the best way to have the Weetabix mixed up and warm. A banana. Okay, so I am just about to head off to the gym. I've just finished my work off. I'm gonna make my pre-workout drink and my intro workout drink. So I thought I would show you what I have for these because there's a few little bits and bobs that go in. Where's my carb powder? Right, so we've got EAAs, we've got some cranberry, no, what is this? Strawberry kiwi flavour EAAs. So this is what I have as an intro workout, and I also have some carb powder. Where's my carb powder? Here it is. Okay, I also have some carb powder for energies. We haven't got much left of that, so we'll make this first. Put you there. Tilt you up. Right. In here, we've got 20 grams carbs. Oh no, it's tipped upside down on the floor. Dogs, eat. Oh, she's licking it. She's licking it. Oh, you'll be extra energised, not what we need. We've got MV Pre, JP Pumpage. So we've got the JP Pumpage, so I have a full scoop of this. Got the MV Pre. I just have half a scoop of this. Is the roadside lemonade flavour, which is like my all-time fave. Yeah, and we're good to go. Right then, so back from the gym, did a pull session, got a deadlift PB, which was wonderful. So I'm just about to have my post-workout meal. So the time is 5:45. Today's gone so fast. I'm gonna have my cereal. I will show you my cereal collection. Let's see what we've got in the cupboard. So we've got, this is amazing. We've got some chocolate orange Weetos. We've got some Crunchy Nut, which is just amazing in my opinion. And then my current go-to, I think I'll have this. We've got some Honey Cheerios. So, Honey Cheerios, and also I'm gonna make a protein shake, and I'll just have that on the side. So I'll put almond milk on my cereal. Oh, it's in ounces. Put almond milk on my cereal. I've got 60 grams of cereal. And then some almond milk, and then we'll have a protein shake as well. Okay, and then we've got white choc form whey I love, and it's good because it literally goes with anything. So if you have chocolate, like, or some random flavour, like, I don't know, lemon cheesecake, it like doesn't go with certain things, so that just goes with everything. Give this a little shake. Voila! I'm just about to make my evening meal. So what I normally do is I'll add my 3 calories to the day onto this evening meal because it just makes the evening meal so much more substantial. That's what I'm gonna do. Normally what I'll do, I'll have the same evening meal and I'll just like batch cook it for the next like 3 to 5 days. So I'm gonna make a chicken curry. I have got Sharwood's tikka masala sauce, which is really good. And actually for a quarter of a jar, it's 86 calories, which I think is pretty good to be fair. So I'm gonna make 4 portions. I'm gonna cook 4 lots of chicken. I'm gonna whack some spinach in it and use some microwave rice. So this will literally take me 10 minutes. 4 ingredients: chicken, rice, sauce, and spinach. Bish, bash, bosh. This is how I weigh my food. So we've got the Tupperware, it's set to 0 with the Tupperware on, and I'm gonna basically pour all of my meal prep into the Tupperware and see how much it weighs, because obviously this is 4 portions and I know how much sauce is in each portion. I didn't actually weigh the veg, but I know how much sauce and chicken is in each portion. So we just put all this in here. Ideally, you know, make sure it fits in one Tupperware. Scrape it all out. Okay, so that's all in there now. Right, so that's 890 grams. So I know that there's 4 portions and I've got 890 grams. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do 890 divided by 4. So each portion is basically 222 grams. I know it's not exactly the amount, you know, but at least it's 4 equal portions. So over the course of the week, I know I'm getting it all in. To be fair, I wouldn't do this if I was on prep. I would weigh it all separately. But because I'm not on prep, I'm gonna do it this way. And for most people, this will be absolutely fine. So we want 222 grams. Dinner. This is meal, don't know, meal 5 part 2. This is Walter the sausage. He looks so realistic. Denzi, come here, come here. It's a Denzi and it's... I'm gonna break off Walter's head. Okay, so a little bit of a mini cut. Oh God. Bit of a mini cut update. So I do my check-in every week with Dan on a Friday, and then I actually log it in an app just so I can like see it over time without scrolling on WhatsApp. So we basically got all of the weights from the mini cut. So I'm going to talk you through what happened. I'll pull them up on the screen as well so you can see how much it actually fluctuated, because I got quite a lot of messages about this on Instagram. So we started the mini cut when I got back from Budapest in January, and the weight when I got back was 156.2. What basically happened in the first week, I went from 156.2 right down 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17th to my lowest weight was like 150.7. So that was in the space of 8 days, right? So I lost like just under 6 pounds. Is that roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh no, sorry, it's like 5.5 pounds, okay? So week 1, 5.5 pounds down, and then it went like this, up to 152, back down to 151, all over the shop. So yeah, basically, by the end of the month, so it was by the end of Jan, my last weigh-in in Jan was 150.5, which was actually pretty much the same as it was literally 1 week after my mini cut, when I came back from Budapest. So it was literally all over the shop, and then it basically fluctuated between 150 and 153 for the rest of February, and that was that. So we didn't actually go any lower. So my my lowest weight, which was a week after the mini cut, which was 150.7, it actually, the lowest it went, we had a little drop down at the start of Feb to 149.6, and then it came back up again. So it was 149.6, then the week after it was 153. So it actually came up nearly 4 pounds within a week. And I was literally like, if you know, you'll know, if you've watched my previous vlogs and stuff, you'll know that when I'm on it, like not a beat is missed. Cardio was here, steps were here. I didn't have like a single thing not on my plan, and yeah, weight was just all over the place. So it went up and down, up and down, up and down, and my last weigh-in was actually 151.2, so it's actually like nearly 2 pounds higher than my lowest weight. So I think it is a bit of a mental game, right? And I think everyone will struggle with this to some extent. Like if you're on a mini cut, like at the end of the day, you want to see your weight come down, right? And as logical as you know it is, like I am very logical with this. I've got obviously very good knowledge of why weight changes, you know, around like, was I on my period? Did I eat a bit later? How was my digestion? But at the end of the day, it just didn't move. And sometimes that does happen. And, you know, me and Dan were chatting about it, and, you know, he was just saying, well, you know what, actually, it's a good opportunity to learn. It actually shows that maybe your body hasn't responded as you would expect, even though I did have my bloods done towards the end of last year following my last prep, and everything came back good. There was no major issues with anything. So technically, from a scientific point of view, I would have been in a good spot to prep, but it just goes to show that actually, you know, things don't always respond as you would expect. And it probably highlighted to us that actually I wasn't in a position to prep, because we probably would have had to push quite hard to get my body to where we needed it to be lean enough. So it was actually just a really good learning curve. And you know what, when I put my photos together, it was really hard because I did my first ones inside, and then I moved outside when it got lighter. But I could definitely feel it in my clothes. I could see it. I could feel it just in myself, you know. I didn't have as much like body fat around my midsection. You could see my shoulder line starting to come through. So everything was starting to get a little bit leaner for sure. And I could feel that. And I think that's the most important thing, right? Because as a female, sometimes the scale weight does not play ball, and that does not mean that you are not progressing. And I think because I could kind of zoom out and see this from a really like logical point of view, obviously this is literally something I work with girls with on like a daily basis. I knew that I felt leaner. I knew that I was progressing. And yes, it wasn't quite at the rate I was expecting to. I was expecting perhaps progress to be a little bit faster. Nevertheless, there was progress there. And I just think in that situation, right, as long as I was pulling off a bit of body fat, I was getting my appetite back in a good spot. At the end of the day, we got what we needed from that mini cut. We got appetite back up again. We pulled off a little bit of body fat, and it highlighted that actually I wasn't quite ready to prep. So it was still a productive phase. And I think I got asked, like, how do you deal with that mentally? Like, what would you do if that continued? You know, if I was actually in a longer term fat loss phase, what would I have done? And I think there's obviously two options. Like if you are in a position where your scale weight is not dropping, one, just be rational with it, right? Because scale weight is such a small part of progress, and there are so many other markers of progress. And sometimes, especially when you're weight training, actually your body composition can drastically change without the scale weight changing a lot. And it's actually, you know, a pretty good thing, because that means you're retaining all your muscle, you know, and, you know, even if I look back at my photos, like I'll try and find some actually from like when I prepped before, because I actually, like if I look at my photos where I was the same weight, my body composition is so different and I'm exactly the same weight. So it's just so important to bear in mind that scale weight is not everything. And if you can rationalize that with yourself and focus on other things, like it's okay. Like it's just a number at the end of the day. So who really cares what that number says? It really is so irrelevant. So I think knowing that and, you know, understanding that really helped me rationalize that when I was going through it myself. Don't get me wrong, it's hard. Like, you do question it because you're looking at that scale thinking, just fucking go down, stop being stubborn. But at the end of the day, like, you just got to be rational with it. You know, it isn't always going to show on the scale, and that is just part of fat loss. And I think, you know, it also it tells you a lot, right? Because you've got two options. Like, if you are genuinely not progressing, like not getting leaner, you either have to suck it up and accept that you have to push a bit harder to get that fat loss progress, or you actually come away from fat loss, you spend time building calories up, you know, getting your body in a responsive place and actually coming back to fat loss later. So I think if you are genuinely not progressing, it's just a good learning experience, and either you go one of two ways: you push harder or you come away from fat loss. So they're the two ways to kind of go about it. Obviously in my case, it was only a mini cut, so we just stopped the fat loss phase and we went back into a building phase. Hopefully when I stop prep in 9 weeks, my body will be slightly more responsive, but we'll see. So yeah, I just think it is hard. Of course it is. I think everyone ideally wants the scale weight to go down, but it's just rationalizing with it. And like I said, you can see even from like my progress, there's so much more than a number on the scale to make progress, and it's just reminding yourself of that even when it does get in your head a bit sometimes. So yeah, that was basically the mini cut. It did work, it did pull off a bit of body fat, it did reset my appetite, it just didn't see the scale weight drop that I usually get when I go through a fat loss phase. So that's what happened. Not the end of the world. Onwards and upwards, and like I said, it still kind of did its job, right? So we're gonna crack on. We are so we finished the fat loss phase at the end of Feb. Basically had now almost a month of building back up. So yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna keep pushing food up. My cardio is now on 0. My steps are now down to 9 to 10k a day, so expenditure is actually pretty low. Food is pretty high. I'm not sure exactly what my calories are, so I'll work that out as I go through the day to day, and I'll pop it at the end of the video or some point in the video, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm going to try and document as much of the next 9 weeks of this off season as possible, and then we'll go into the prep and I'll obviously share all of that as well. I have actually had some bits and bobs filmed, so oh my god, I dropped the camera. As I was saying, myself and Hannah, who is also a PCO pro, have been to Elite Physique in Stockport, and we filmed a leg session. We actually did some posing as well with Kayla, so that is going to be going live as like a bit of a YouTube off-season posing vibey video. Is going live soon, so yeah, keep your eyes out for that, and I will be back soon with more off-season updates. Yeah, I'm gonna have my last meal now. I'm gonna show you what I have, but it's basically Greek yogurt, fruit and peanut butter basically, which has just gone up from 10 to 20 grams. I am lucky. So yeah, I'm gonna make this now and I'll show you what I have for my final meal. Okay, so this is the Greek yogurt that I use. This is the Faye, who knows if I'm pronouncing that right, 0% fat Greek yogurt. So I'm gonna have 200 grams of this, and then this peanut butter that I've discovered that is literally the best thing ever. So it's the Whole Earth Drizzler Golden Roasted, and I'm just going to put 20 grams of this on top of my fruit and my yogurt. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I've got no clue what these calories are, so I'm going to add the calories up. I'll do that now and I'll let you know what the calories are. So I've just added up my excuse me, my calories. So the totals for the day are 187 protein, 286 carbs and 57 fat. So let me add that up. One's 2,405 calories, and then plus we've got the extra 450 calories. So that means my training day currently is 2,855 calories essentially. So the meal plan is 2.4, and then there's an extra 450 basically, whatever I want. So yeah, 2,800, so we're nearly back to the 3k mark, which is exciting. So hopefully this has been helpful. I'm gonna finish this meal, yeah, and then that's basically a full day of food. So hopefully this has been interesting. It will come up a little bit more as well, and obviously, well, yeah, I'll keep you up to date over the next 9 weeks off season. Okay. Right, so this is some chicken that I made earlier. So So what I tend to do is I'll just batch cook my chicken and put it in the fridge, and then it's super easy when I get to this meal. I can just heat it up. So I'm just going to make my next meal. This is not actually my pre-workout because I've got to take Denzel to the vets for his little vaccine. So I'm going to have this, take him to the vets, and then come back and have my pre-workout. And basically, I've got some chicken. I've got bagel, sesame, the best, pre-sliced, of course, please. And then I'm going to basically make some salad, put the salad together. This is the seasoning I use, and it is literally the best chicken seasoning. Let me get this. So it is called Wicked Kitchen Rotisserie chicken seasoning, and it's so nice. So I've just basically pan fried this yesterday. I made like 5 servings, so that'll last me a week. Yeah, so I'm just gonna make my next meal.